Welcome to Board Games Daddy. So I have acquired all the retail content for Warhammer 40k Conquest. So I have the base game, the two deluxe expansions, and all the smaller expansions and cycle. So in these next videos, I'll be showing you for every faction all the content that you can find from the retail packs. Let's get to know better Ork faction from the retail contents in Warhammer Conquest. Starting here with the warlords and starting the warlord from the core sets. If you noticed, I am using top loaders to hold here the warlord cards. It's easy for me to flip. I guess it looks very cool on the board, right? And there's another usage here, which is the fact that with these top loaders on the box, on the card box, I can use this as a separator for the decks. So that's my tip. And I chose lighter green for holding the Ork faction, while the dark green I use for the Necrons, so the light green would be for the Orks. I think it combines as very well here with the background, so that's what I've done. Starting with Nazdrek as a warlord. Each other unit you control at this planet gains brutal. Each unit with brutal gets 1 for each damage on it. So the more damage they do. So they need to have big defense. And so this is a signature deck 0-3. And it comes with the Nazdrek Flash Keys. Deal this unit 1 damage and to ready it. Wow! Wow, what do we have here? 1 damage, limit once, okay. Ready it. So it becomes it takes 1 damage, it gives +1. Oh, brutal. And then on the next turn, if he's alive, 1 damage again, it gives +2 for brutal. Very powerful here. Very powerful. Then crank to all. Exhaust the support to move 1 damage from target unit you control to another target unit at the same planet, which means put the damage here on the Nazdrek. So cool. Bigger is better. Is this the guy? No, this is something else, or it's another. No, is it the same guy? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Don't worry about it. When you deploy your Ork unit, reduce its cost by 2, then deal 1 damage to that unit after enters play. Okay, comes cheaper, but then with damage. And then if these are the guys, then it gives lots of damage. Cyborg body attached to army unit, double attached units HP. Wow! So these guys sustain even more damage and become even more stronger. Wow, I'm super in love with this Nazdrek guy right now. Super in love. Then, on the Demon expansion, we get our hands on Old Zogtworth, which is a Psyker. Ork Psykers is something that it doesn't combine in my mind, but okay. After this warlord commits to a planet or is declared an attacker, put a Snotling token in that planet. So this is the commander that brings the tokens. After the combat phase ends, destroy each Snotling token. Okay, so the Snotling token come and they go. In between, what happens is the Zogwat Rutheners, is that the Snotling? When this unit takes damage, put a Snotling in play. Okay, so more Snotlings, more and more. Maybe it's just that, they just pop, attack, and they go away. After this warlord is declared as, after your warlord is declared, put a Snotling in play at the same planet as your warlord. So far, just the same thing. Attached to an old boy unit. After Snotling token is destroyed, exhaust this attachment to put another one. Okay, so it just summons with the stick there. Launch the snots. Okay, that's a snot. Okay, that's the guy. The Snotling are those guys. So he's the one that really uses his Snotlings. After Ork unit you control is declared an attacker, attack gets +X for that attack. X is the number of Snotling tokens in the same planet. So that's it. That's how you use the Snotlings. A big use of them is to use as launchers. So he's vacuuming them, and then the weapon just converts that into energy and shocks everything. Cool, that's cool. And then in the expansion, this expansion, you get access to Gorzod. Again, a Nod Boy, like the previous one, and the War Boss. So these guys are like very mechanized. I hardly see the orc below there, just on ends and the ears. You may include common vehicle units from both orcs and Space Marine factions? Wow. But cannot include cards from other non-orc factions. Oh, that's cool. That's the first time I see that. When you deploy orc or Space Marine unit, reduce the cost by 1. So there must be a backstory here that I'm not aware, but so this deck is clearly inviting to use remains of Space Marines. That could be interesting to align here. Interesting. Let's see what happens then. Go faster. While your opponent has the initiative, this unit gets +2. A bit weak here. Bit weak. Each vehicle unit you control loses all faction affiliations and gains orc faction affiliations. Orc vehicles units you control get a +1 attack. Okay, so yeah, it's clearly inviting you to bring Space Marines. Oh, what's happening now? After your war damage a vehicle unit by an attack, gain control of that unit. Ah, okay. So there's also the steal of vehicles for this card. But here clearly states Space Marines. Or what about this one? Attached to the warlord. How do you attach this to a warlord? So this is like Mad Max. It just rides there. +2 HP and gains a reaction after vehicle unit is destroyed at this planet. Ready this unit. I guess this is really now giving me the Mad Max vibes here. Vehicles, mechanics, stealing vehicles, riding a special kind of vehicle. This is a Mad Max. These guys are clearly ripping off Mad Max. Then on the core set, the cards that you can get on the core set. Gofnov here, an elite guy. Just that. Gofnov and Gof Boys, okay. Gof gets +3. Defeat goes to the first planet. The Sniveling Grot. The Crush Face. Crush Face, very typical orc there. Support the Teleporta pads. Teleporta pads. Burna Boys, the flamethrower guys, so cool. Enraged Orc, another Burna. Weird Boy Maniac. Big Tooth Banna. Bad Duck. Cutting Yarn. Battle Cry. Squeak Bombing. Tank Buster Boomaz. Rocket Launcher. The funny way that they speak. Rugged Killer Clans. Oh, I remember these guys from Dawn of War. They were so cool. They were like the dreadnoughts from Orks, right? And there's Orc Cannon with a K. Look at the Goffs. Shoot them up! I also remember these guys. These are the basic soldiers, right? Snotling Attack. Oh, put the tokens in play. This is good for the Snotling commander. Yeah, for sure. Rockita Boys! Each unit loses flying. Quite few usage, but okay. Then, let's see what we have now here on this expansion. The corpulent orc. I'm a very corpulent orc. The paintbow tent, where they inflict pain. Salvaged battle wagon. Vehicle. Elite vehicle. Wow, cost 7, so this is a tough guy. Tough guy. Huge chain chopper. Chain chopper. Chain chopper. Scrapanaba. Scrapanaba. And then outflank him. Let's outflank them. Exhaust smasher gun battery. Is this guy dressed as something else? The hell? That's a support artillery on the background. Ricket war buggy. A bike. It's a bike there. Lucky warpaint. Gains the blue trait. Blue trait, what's that? Attached unit gets immune to enemy events. Oh. Is that the blue trait? Because the only thing that I know about blue is the planets, right? The planets have the colors. Frontline are the boys. They are like blockers. They need to block. That's why they have strong life there. Ramshackle truck. Go faster! Faster. And wow, the rock bombardment. So this card was very iconic. They're sending rocks from the sky. The artillery is here trying to defend, but it's useless because that rock will hit. That rock will hit hard for sure. For sure. Now, let's go to the demon expansion for the Goth Biga Shoppa. An attachment here, which is this big hammer. Attack Squeak Herd. We'll let the dogs out. Daka Daka Daka. Mechanic Repair Crew. Custom Field Generator. He's like creating an antenna here. The Dev School Lutas. Smash and Bash. Smash and Bash. And these guys smashing and bashing their heads. Big Shot Battle Wagon. Vehicle Elite 6, so costly for the Mad Max deck. Ammo Depot. Snakebite Tug. Evil Sons Warbiker. Born to be wild. Each non-orc token. Non-token orc. Okay, so very powerful. Wow, very powerful. This must go in every deck. Meta fight. These are meta fight. Squeakify. Becomes a squeak. Squeakify changes units to squeaks. Then, still, the Will icon expansion, which unfortunately I only have in Spanish. So we have the Repulsor Minefield, the attack bombard. So in Spanish, this in English it's funny, this orc language. Now translating from Spanish, strange Spanish to English, it will simply not work. But this is some kind of bombarder, right? A flying vehicle. No, it doesn't have. Oh, yes, flying volador here. So yeah, sigillus. So the word appears to be sigillus commando, but you never know. Because of the orcish nature of the language. Oh, okay, so giant something. Forget about that. Mammoth something as well. Wow. That's a cool guy. That's a cool unit there. Brutal. Astus. Okay. Kutila Zuzia's assassin something like is camouflage assassin. So bloodied axe strategy, clan strategies, something like that. But where's the bloodied axe? This is sword, so the base, the Zekreta base, a secret base. Yeah, secret base. I guess that's it. That's a secret base here, hidden in the trees. Assassin Gorgol the Assassin. So those poor commissar will need to face Gorgol the Assassin, which has some firework here ready for the party. Gorko Follower. So Gorko is one of the commanders, right? Yeah. Gorko. I get here on the side Gorzod, so I don't know who Gorko is. Yeah, I don't know. What happened to Morko? Okay, so yeah, so now maybe that's a joke, right? Now they follow Gorko because what happened to Morko, which they were probably previously following. Yeah. Iron Claw. There it is, the Iron Claw. There, attachment. The Iron Claw. Now, if you get the Deluxe expansion for the Tyranids, the Great Devourer, you get 2 units for Orks. The boss is Zungnog, some flying thing here. And what is that? Ork Landa. That's a support card. Landa, so that's a lander vehicle that you can search for cards in the deck. Yeah. And the last but not the least, if you get the Necrons expansion, you get the Goth Brawlers, which, if you control a non-orc warlord, sorry, it gets 1 command icon. So please, Necrons, enslave me and use me on your deck. Woo! And that was it. So yes, leave a like if you have enjoyed, share it with friends. I'm always reinforcing this is the retail content that I have for Warhammer Conquest. That's because after these videos, the next batch of Warhammer Conquest videos that I'm going to bring will be from fan-made content that you can find online, which I've printed and I will use as well to build my decks. So because of that, don't forget to like this video, check all the other Warhammer Conquest videos that I have in the channel, to the point that you subscribe and be part of this community to know this next content that I'm going to bring. Also, lots of living card games that I have in the channel. If you're a fan of card games, living card games, and board games in general, thank you for watching until the end, and I hope to see you on the next ones. Goodbye.